Okay, it's our seventh day diving here in Boracay, and we need to start with a nice breakfast. Then, after the breakfast, we go diving, and you're seeing now the biggest swimming pool in the whole of Boracay. Fortunately, it's true that it's the biggest pool if you compare it with Shangri-La in terms of square foot or square meter. And here's my computer, my underwater camera, and my dive bag, and everything is ready, including my mask. So ready to walk towards the beach. Still waiting for the boat. I'd just like to remind you that if you want to have a wide beach wherein there are no vendors, this is the place. But you have to book either Shangri-La, MOVENPICK, or Crimson. And MOVENPICK is right in the center, and they're actually sharing the beach. So here's the boat. It's a banca boat with the new divers here. Oh, I see some foreigners. So I just forgot the name of the dive shop, but anyway, I might recall later. So I think we're ready to go. Here we go. And the dive plan was to meet on the surface. So I just need to follow the dive plan, meet on the surface, and after meeting on the surface, we start to descend. Okay, so I know this is a very good, I know this is a very difficult dive site because it's reaching right before Yapak, and it's called anong pangalan, Berna? Punta Bunga? Ha? Punta Bunga. Yeah, if you ask my wife, it's called Punta Bunga. Okay, so also if it's flooding, you start with Bali High, and then Punta Bunga, going to Yapak. I hope I said it right. So it's a difficult dive wherein there's strong currents, and it's about 35 meters deep. Okay, but right now looks like, based on the video that I'm seeing, the current is quite mild right now. You can see the current is mild. Normally when it's strong current, the fish are facing the current because they really enjoy it. But well, the corals, they look healthy, except that my camera is no good because I don't have my blue filter, and at the same time I don't have any lights. But at least you have an idea. If you go to Punta Bunga, this is how deep it is. It's about 35 meters, depends on the tide. And I would like to say that 35 meters is a pretty good depth. Unlike Yapak, you reach about 40 to 45 meters, which will not allow you to stay longer. Oh, these are nice sponges. Okay, look at them. So nice. So I think the current is trying to pick up now, but the way it seems, we're just enjoying a very good drift dive here at Punta Bunga. And normally the beginners, they don't normally do this dive because of the current and also because of the strong currents. But you have an idea how healthy the corals are, whether hard or soft corals. Okay, so if you want to reach this side, number one rule is you should have at least minimum of 20 dives, and you're supposed to be advanced diver. And if you come here, I would suggest it should be a maximum of 2 divers with 1 dive master. So it's not going to be a stressful dive, because if it's going to be so many divers with only 1 dive master, it can be a bit stressful, okay? Unless, of course, there is no current. But when you go to places like this, the currents can always get strong. Okay? As I pan my camera, look at that. There's so many sea fans, but lots of small fishes. And for me, it's absolutely healthy. When I say healthy, at least unlike the shallow part, wherein it's normally being stepped by Korean divers. I would like to say Korean divers because the Koreans, they love to step on the corals. Yes, very unfortunate, but they don't go to this area because there's so much business going on in Boracay, and there's a lot of what you call discover scuba diving, and they put down their price so low, and there's no regulation on that particular dive, and some dive shops, they just want to make money. Oh, look at that, huh? That's a small little cave there. So at least here with the current, it gives the corals more life, because the corals, the stronger the current is, they survive better on that kind of environment because they're always clean. As a matter of fact, I've been to a dive site wherein there's no current. The dive center, they have to vacuum. Imagine that. They have to vacuum the corals just to make sure they have a dive site. So, just looking at it like that, just looking at it like that, while we are gliding through this Punta Bunga, for me, it's okay, all right? And there's something that I really experienced, wherein if you're just watching, you will never experience what we call narcosis, right? So when you go this particular depth, you don't need to be drunk. You just want to feel a little high, and it's a natural high that you're going to feel, which you will never feel if you're just watching. And that's the reason why the depth of at least 26 to 40 meters would be good for any scuba diver, because at least you can feel some narcosis entering into your body. Now, if you don't like what I'm saying, you can just turn it off, because it's true that nitrogen narcosis makes you feel good. Okay, so that's the problem with this dive. It's a deep dive, and now you can see the dive master already deploying the balloon. So that's the disadvantage of having a short dive when it's very, very deep. Unless of course you're using maybe twin tanks, or you have a double tank, then you have enough time to decompress. Okay, you cannot go up right away. So and of course when it's deep, you tend to consume more air. And look at them, they're so happy after the dive. Okay, so the dive site is called Punta Bunga here in Boracay Island. Okay.